Baha'is don't have a clergy.
No.
So how do Baha'is organize themselves and their religion, and it's not just people by themselves praying?
We don't have a clergy, but we do have organization, administration. We have assemblies and various other bodies and certain appointed individuals. So we're quite organized. It's just that we do not believe that any one person has the responsibility of my or your spiritual health, that you yourself have the ability, the maturity for your own spiritual development, and no one needs to tell you. You have a direct connection to God. You have the ability to see and recognize truth for yourself. And so we try to empower people spiritually so that they all can learn to know and worship God, and we're not told what to do. This is the same with a child. A child has a parent up until a certain age, and then when it reaches maturity, say around 15, 16, 17, 18, then it also has to take responsibility for its own life and livelihood. And we believe this is the time of the maturity of the human race. So the era of mullahs and priests and rabbis and so on, it was very good up until the past. We have nothing against priests or rabbis or mullahs. But now it's time for all of us to realize that we have the ability to see spiritual truth for ourselves.
So if someone's a Baha'i, how does their daily life differ from anybody else?
Well, in many ways it doesn't, but first of all, to be a Baha'i means to love everybody, to see only the good in people, to never criticize people, to never say something bad behind their back, to try and help people, to try and serve people. In fact, the son of the founder of the Bahá'í Faith was asked one time, what does it mean to be a Baha'i? And he said, to be a Baha'i means to love mankind and to serve mankind. And anyone that does that is a Baha'i, whether they call themselves one or not.
Now, I know Baha'is in various communities around the world, one of the ways they're serving mankind is offering classes for children and junior youth and adults. Do you want to explain some of that?
Yes. Throughout the world, we have programs for the development, literacy programs throughout the world, programs to help women to raise the status of girls and women, programs to help youth, programs to help the poor, the aged, the sick. This is a focus of the Baha'i teachings, that in order for me to develop spiritually, I need to help mankind. I need to serve mankind because I can't just be concerned with myself. In order to help myself, I have to help others. So this is a focus, and you will see this in any part of the world you go to, here in New Zealand or in the Pacific Islands or in America. You'll find that Baha'is are doing this. And this is a matter of religious belief. Religion has to result in action.
Now, what would you say to somebody that doesn't know anything about the Baha'i Faith, or maybe even thinks spirituality is irrelevant? What do you feel living spiritually or joining a religion like the Baha'i Faith has to offer for the average human being?
Oh, well, I think that what the world needs most is spirituality. That we are so enmeshed in materialism in the world today, and we're chasing after things of this world, and we chase after them to such an extent that it causes us to hurt other people and to be greedy and selfish. In fact, the entire world is suffering because we don't have a spiritual perspective. We don't realize that we have an eternal soul and a being within us that is very great, that is very high, and we drag ourselves down. And all of the religions have tried to call us towards the spiritual side of life. And many people, they are attracted to spirituality, but not organized religion. In other words, there's some people that say, I love spirituality, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. And this is only because religion has lost its true connection to uplift the soul of man. Religion has become a little bit impure because people have tried to control it or make it the source of power or fame or glory or money or whatever. So I feel that perhaps I can take the teachings of Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Abraham, Moses, and Baha'u'llah, who is the founder of the Baha'i Faith, take them and express them in a way that people can see that they bring us some good to our lives, some fulfillment. If you are unhappy, spirituality may be the way to become happy, because if you think you're only going to get happiness if you have material things like money or wealth or power or status, you're going to chase after that. You may get it and you still won't be happy. But if you can find God in your life and find serenity and spirituality, then this will be long-lasting and eternal happiness.
No, so that's about personal spiritual transformation, but Baha'is also talk about, organizing broader society changes. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, of course, the world cannot change if we don't change personally, because we are the authors of all the problems of the world today. Everything that's wrong in the world today, everything that we're suffering from, whether it be economics or war or environmental problems, we're the authors of it. We personally have created it by our attitudes and our characteristics, our inclinations. And we can be the authors of the beauty in the world too, if we will change personally. So of course, the first thing is that individuals have to change. If the hearts of people change, then of course, the world will become a better place. But then also the ways in which we govern the world, the ways in which we have political structures, economic theories, and the ways in which we organize money, the ways in which we treat the environment. All of these things also need to be re-looked at. We need to examine the way in which the world is ordered. And so Baha'is, we look at both personal transformation and change and governmental, institutional, organizational change, because all of these things need to evolve. And we believe the world is on the brink of tremendous beauty, tremendous transformation towards world peace and unity and the oneness of mankind.
Thank you very much for coming to New Zealand and talking to all of us and for talking to Baha'i on Air.
Thank you very much, Kristen, and I'm so happy to be here with Baha'i on Air.
We'd like to thank you for watching, and please join us again for Baha'i on Air.